What's up, gamers, players, casuals, and everything in between? This week we welcome you to episode 21 of the Week Patch Notes. I'm your host, Kid Kojo. With me, as always, is my co-host Thamziri, a YouTuber and content creator. Catch him on his YouTube channel at Thamziri for his personal gaming content. Tell me what's good.
I'm good, King. Thank you, man. Thanks for the intro. Hope you're good.
Yeah, I'm good, man.
Oh, yeah.
Our other co-host, Maxwell, unfortunately could not be with us this week, but he will be with us next week. As always, you can find our social media handles in the description below, so don't worry about missing out on any info. Alongside those are links to any article or any information with relevancy. With that being said, don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow X to skip. Any and all support is welcomed. Now, let's get into some gaming tidbits, starting with any announcements, admin to take care of, Tommy?
Yeah, so in one of the episodes, you guys would have remembered I spoke about how Riot had threatened to cancel the LEC, right? So this followed after a lot of the esports players had staged a walkout, right? So update that we have is that the League of Legends esports players, the ones who walked out, have reached an agreement with Riot Games. So the League of Legends Championship Series will return to competition on June 14th after Riot had said that they would delay the start of the season. I won't go into it too much, it's just an update, but we will provide the article in the links. So yeah, be sure to check that out.
Awesome. Nothing from my side, so let's move on to the gaming news, which is usually covered by Max, but we'll take it over. Tell me, any gaming news?
No, nothing new from my side. I see everyone's really enjoying Diablo. I think I'll keep bringing this up until Diablo is on sale, but who knows? Yeah, but nothing else from my side.
All right, I just have one thing, and that is Fortnite. Tell me, you love Fortnite.
Yeah, of course.
Well, Fortnite Season 3 has just dropped, and it's called Fortnite Season 3 Wilds. And everybody's going wild for it. Get it?
Oh god. Oh god, okay.
And basically, this is a brief description of it. Discover the mystery of the wilds in Fortnite Battle Royale, Chapter 4, Season 3. A hidden jungle, along with ancient secrets, have been uncovered after the collapse of the island center. Use the new environment to your advantage. Slide in the mud for camouflage, or ascend to the canopies above to get the jump on your opponents in this new Battle Royale season. So it's actually very interesting. It adds new mechanics. Like they said, there's mud now, so you can slide on the mud, and it gives you like a boost, so you can like go faster. There's some new weapons. There's some vines you can slide on trees. You can actually get up to trees right high up now. There's a boomerang now. And there's various fauna and flora that you can manipulate, and there are raptors that you can ride. So they've actually added quite a few new things, and obviously there's a new battle pass with every season, and Optimus Prime is featured in this battle pass. So
oh, come on.
Yeah, Optimus Prime running around with a gun. Awesome. So yeah.
Okay.
I believe it has to do with the upcoming movie. It's already come out, Transformers Rise of the Beasts. I believe it's a crossover marketing. So yeah, I am yet to play it myself, but I will give it a go soon. But yeah, that is it for the news. Now, moving on to the gaming corner, which is me. Let's talk about the releases of the week. We have Tommy. I think this would interest you. We have the first release is Amnesia the Bunker, a new Amnesia game. Tommy?
I saw Instant playing it. I still need to go check that out. I may not be able to purchase it myself, so yeah, I'm just gonna go check the gameplay, see what it's like.
All right, no problem. It's out on Xbox Series, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. Currently released on June 6th, 2023. We have the big one that Tommy mentioned, one of the big ones of the year, which is Diablo 4. Released on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. Released on June 6, 2023. We have Harmony, The Fall of Reverie, released on Switch and PC on June 8th, 2023. And we have MotoGP, released on MotoGP 23, released on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC, released on June 8th, 2023. Now, let me just go through the Metacritic scores. Amnesia the Bunker is currently sitting at a 77 on Metacritic. Diablo 4 is currently sitting at an 87 on Metacritic. Harmony, The Fall of Reverie is currently sitting at a 76 on Metacritic. And MotoGP 23 is currently sitting at a 77 on Metacritic. And that is it for the Gaming Corner. Tell me any Gaming Corner related stuff?
Nay, I wouldn't even know what is. I mean, new Call of Duty season's coming. So, yeah, it's coming with a new map as well.
Now, on to some Twitch and YouTube news. Tammy, I believe you've got a big one for us.
Right. So, yeah, I'm really glad for like the fact that certain sites, you know, briefly shorten articles that we have to do because, oh my goodness. Okay, so anyways, let me just get started. So for those of you who don't know, on June 6th, Twitch had sparked outrage from streamers, Twitch being the streaming platform, after unveiling its new guidelines for broadcasting branded content like sponsorship, brand deals, and more. Now, as someone who was once partnered with Logitech, this would have affected me heavily, right? So the now deleted article detailed what kind of advertisements or advertisements were allowed and were not allowed on the platform, notably so prohibiting all burned in video, audio, and display ads. Now, for those of you who don't know what that means, basically you putting in your own type of ads that you want your audience to see rather than Twitch just selecting whatever, you know, partnered adverts that they have to insert in is now not allowed, right? So again, as someone who was partnered with Logitech, if I had to advertise a Logitech product, I would essentially get a ban due to Twitch's TOS. So they also claim that on stream logos, you could not be any larger than 3% of the streamer's screen. Furthermore, adding to the confusion and backlash from a lot of broadcasters, right? And as someone who is usually on the fence about streaming with a camera or not, it's always just been a thing whereby when I wanted to put my little tiny chibi, or whenever I have to put like a tiny Super 2-bit or Logitech logo, it can't be too big now, you know? So granted, I don't think anyone puts a logo more than 3%. You know, on that, but it's just it's really odd. So when I don't stream with a cam, what I usually like to replace it with, you know, our logos, and with them saying that it shouldn't be more than 3% of the screen, that's flipping ridiculous. Just, you know, they really want it to be so small that you can't even see the mark on the actual video, which is so dumb. But yeah, anyways, so in fact, Twitch's new rules prompted threats of boycotting the website and even leaving the platform altogether for competitors like Kick and Rumble, which have already acquired a few major streamers as of late. So another quick example, if you go check Kick, one of their latest tweets read out, they have now broken their 24-hour sign-up record. Thanks so much to that other website for the boost. That's literally what the tweet read, which I think was brilliant. I love it. So this led to Twitch walking back, and just checking out these guidelines the very next day after that posted the update in a viral tweet that said, where Twitch said that they would be removing the rules immediately, but not everyone is convinced that is true. I think even now the Twitch TOS still has that branded content section right now, so the rules still are very much in effect. So that being said, Moist Critical, once again a prominent Twitch streamer and YouTuber, if you guys don't know, he confirmed by looking at the TOS, which is strikingly similar to the statement of the branded content guidelines that they said that they were going to remove, but it is still there, like I mentioned. So Twitch has the exclusive right to monetize the Twitch services, including and without limitation, the exclusive right to sell, serve, and display advertisements on the Twitch services. The clause reads, "This means you may not, nor may you allow a third party to insert or embed pre-recorded advertising units into your live stream, including without limitation video advertisements, whether or not they are pre, mid, or post-roll. You can also not display any banner of your adverts or audio adverts as well. So now the question that Moist then asked, why are you claiming that the guidelines are removed when they're still there, shooting to Twitch? That seems like a blatant lie to me, unless there's something I'm misunderstanding here. But it seems like they're trying to pull a quarter out from behind my ear and call it magic. Moist Critical goes on to say that what he finds extremely scummy is the way that they're misleading people into thinking that this entire branded content policy is now gone, but it's not. It's still very much in effect. So he doesn't know why they're pretending that it's different, right? To which then you guys can continue to go watch the rest of it. But at this certain point in time, a lot of people are still waiting to see if Twitch is going to change their guidelines. But as I mentioned before, a lot of people, especially big streamers and organizations like OTK, Ninja Blevins, and a few others as well, are starting to move to Kick. A few of the streamers I even like to watch have already moved to Kick. I've been checking out some of their streams. You know, it's very interesting, to be honest. So Kick has a very nice UI, just for those of you who have never been on it. It's very nice, actually. I quite like it. But no, to any of you who may be thinking or questioning, I'm not going to return to streaming. Sorry. But yeah, it's been a very interesting ride thus far, and I'm really keen to see what's going to happen now, because we all know that with any streaming platform, the moment you get big stars on it, eventually the company itself is going to become money hungry. So will Kick soon fall and become just like Twitch in the future? Because even when YouTube live streaming became a thing, it was a hype, you know, for quite some time until it fell apart as well. And at the end of the day, it's all about the bag. So who knows? We'll see. And that is it. Nice and condensed.
All right, nice one, Tommy. That was nice and smooth. I understood that.
Thanks, bro.
But yeah, it's actually interesting because was it yesterday? I actually was watching Ninja on Kick. He was playing Fortnite the new season with Cypher PK, another prominent streamer, and then they were talking about it briefly. And Ninja, this new Twitch policy really hit Ninja because the whole simulcasting rule as well was like, Twitch is like, you can't simulcast anymore. And Ninja was simulcasting to TikTok, Twitch, YouTube, and he was like, look, it's a no-brainer. I'm going to stream. If this is going to happen, I'm going to just go to he didn't say those words, but he was like, will I stay on Twitch and make no money? Or will I go and stream on all these other sites? It's a no-brainer. That's what he said. So yeah, it's an interesting situation. We'll see where this goes.
Again, I say, bro, like, sorry, just a quick one. Again, I say that at the end of the day, it's about the bag for these guys, bruh. That's all that it is. I've seen some people that are diehard staying on Twitch because they're like, nah, these TOS is not going to affect me because they're not sponsored, they're not signed, so it doesn't really affect them. So that's what I'm saying. At the end of the day, those who are getting bag, like mad bag, they're the ones who are going to be affected by this and move. So I'm really keen to see what's going to happen to those who don't have much bag to get from Twitch and decide to stay on the platform. Interestingly enough, I'm looking towards the ones that are going to move because everyone is moving, but those ones don't get the bag at all. So it's bandwagon jumping type peeps, but we'll see.
Yep, I hear you. But yeah, we'll keep you updated as the story unfolds. Now, moving on to more YouTuber and Twitch news. I've got a couple. First off, let's talk about Dream. Now, Tommy, you remember Dream?
Yeah.
Dream, for those who don't know, is a very popular YouTuber, especially in the Minecraft world. Incredibly popular, hugely popular, and he hid behind anonymity. He hid behind this mask, which was just a plain smiley face, and that was his branding. It was on his merch and everything. Well, and he was anonymous, faceless for a long time. But last year, 2022, October 2022, he surprised everybody and did a face reveal. And everybody was shocked. It even broke Twitter for a while. And not in the way you think. Like the tweets I saw, and I mean, he did get positive tweets, but there were a lot of tweets just hating on him. People were comparing him to characters from Shrek, and people like he has a big chin and things like that. Like people were clowning him, people like he should never have taken the mask off. People were calling him ugly. Like it got really bad. And there was even a trending hashtag that was like, he should have kept the mask back on or something like that. And guess what, Tommy? Guess what he did?
Please don't tell me he did the unaliving.
No.
Oh God, thank you.
He didn't. He pretty much followed the hashtag and he's put the mask back on.
Oh, shame, dude.
Yeah. He said in a video called Buy from Dream, he said he's taking back his face reveal. He's deleted that video of his channel. And he's saying he's going to wear the mask full time because of the hate. If you guys want more information, you should go check that video out. But he was pretty much he said, after face revealing and removing my mask, I regretted the attention and hate, and I'm walking it back. So it's really sad. It really is sad. And he said, I'll be getting rid of everything other than my new mask. So he's trying to remove all of his social media presence. And he wants to go back to being just a gamer in a mask. And he's also convinced Mr. Beast to remove their collaboration video. So it's really sad to see someone being bullied to the point where they, do that. It's really sad. But yeah, that's the case of Dream. If anything changes, we'll let you know. Now, moving on to a big one. And this one I'm going to be all over the place with. I'm going to be jumping all over the place because it's a messy one. Tammy, I don't know if you've covered him before. Nick Merckx.
Oh, yes. Oh, is this about his skin?
It is. It's about his skin, and it's about what led to that. Do you know what led to that?
A comment about him saying something upon Pride or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah. Let me see if I can break it down for you.
Okay.
So, earlier last week, this week, sorry. This past week, the week of June the 6th, 3 people were arrested at a protest outside the Glendale Unified School District Board, where they were pro and anti-LGBTQ demonstrators who were facing off about how schools were going to teach gender and sexuality, and the protest turned violent. It got really bad. And so esports caster Puckett, who's a very famous caster, he said that Americans are in a sad place right now. Let people love who they love and live your own life. And Nick Merckx tweeted this, and these 2 sentences caused a storm. This is what he said, and I quote, "They should leave little children alone. That's the real issue," end quote. That is what he said, Tommy. That is all he said. Now, I'm not saying if it was right or wrong. I'm just gonna give you guys the facts. That is what he said, and it caused a huge storm. People were on both sides of the camp, obviously. People were like, no, he's right. It shouldn't be up to schools to teach such things. And other people were like, no, what year are we living in? This is an attack on LGBTQ people. So people were, saying, Nick Merckx, he was in the wrong. Some people saying he's in the right, and other people went, full on against him. Vexed Loopy, content creator, said, "I will never work or watch an MFAM event again. I cannot in good conscience work for a bigot. I am a Marine and swore to uphold and protect the Constitution, which protects protest and demands equality for all. Peace and love, unless you're gay or trans, what a loser." And he's referring to Nick Merckx, who's always like peace and love. That's what Nick Merckx says.
Yeah.
And other people were, came out. Another content creator said he had a chance to play with Nick Merckx. It was he treated him so well and things like that. It was, yeah. And I believe this person is trans. And he said, he would love to talk to Nick and everything. And it caused a huge storm. So Nick went on stream and he pretty much said, this is what he said. He said he didn't mean to upset anyone, but he knows that he did. However, and he said, I'm not apologizing about the tweet because I don't feel like it's wrong. So he doubled down and he pretty much said, look, it wasn't my intention to offend people, but this is what happened. And he pretty much said, look, he doesn't believe that it is a school's, what's the word I'm looking for? Right to teach children these things. He feels like it should be up to the parents and the families to teach, their children this. And he was like, this has hit harder for him now that he recently became a father. So that is what happened. Now, a big thing that happened as a result of this is that Nick Merckx and Tim the Tat Man last month revealed that they're getting custom skins in Call of Duty. So they look like them and everything. And Activision pretty much removed his skin in his bundle with, weapon skins and all of that stuff, removed it from the store. And they pretty much, that also caused a huge storm. So this is what Call of Duty said. Due to recent events, we have removed the Nick Merckx operator bundle from the Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone store. We are focused on celebrating Pride with our employees and our community. And this is what he said in reply to that. He said, friends are created in good times, but families are built through adversity. I appreciate all of you that have my back, understand my position as a new father, and recognize the love I have for all. Ain't no hate in this heart, PNL. And PNL, I believe, stands for peace and love.
Yeah.
And, brother, people were not happy with Call of Duty and Activision at all, Tommy.
I saw his entire fan base started even uninstalling.
His fan base, and other people commented and said, Mo, a content creator, said, I actually can't believe this. I'm okay never playing COD again. F that ish. Rickma, another content creator, said, this is why I uninstall all Activision and Call of Duty games or products. MFAM, hashtag I stand with Nick Merckx. Oh yes, so hashtag I stand with Nick Merckx and Nick Merckx were trending all over Twitter, hundreds of thousands of tweets. It was really bad. It was really, really bad. And someone that Tommy knows really well and likes, I'm being sarcastic, actually commented on this and he was like, nah, this is a big L. And you know who that is, Tommy?
It can't be Dr. Disrespect. He doesn't say L.
No, but we'll get to Dr. Disrespect.
Okay. You already mentioned Tim the Tat Man, so I'm not sure who else.
This was your boy FaZe Rain.
Oh, God. Of course, FaZe Nick Merckx. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So, which is actually funny because FaZe Rain brought up Nick Merckx when he was going against FaZe. So it's interesting to see him now be like, but then again, he did say it was nothing personal to Nick Merckx. But anyway, that's a whole other issue. Now, Doc came out and he actually on his stream, he uninstalled COD and he said that unless, the only way that he will consider returning to Call of Duty is if Activision walks back the decision and puts the skin back. And that is pretty much where I'll leave it off here. I think I pretty much covered the big points. But yeah, I would have loved to get Max's opinion because I know he would have come up with something ridiculous. But anyway, I just want to say everybody's valid to the entitled to their own opinion, whatever it may be. But yeah, tell me, what do you think about this?
I mean, at the end of the day, Blizzard, Activision Blizzard, but in this sense, just purely Activision, they're definitely the type that are going to bring it back, 100%. They don't strike me as the type who like to take any form of L whatsoever. And with the new Call of Duty season coming, if they really want to make sure that it becomes a very good release, they better, just put it up there. Because I mean, at the end of the day, regardless of who's on whose side, money, I'm gonna keep just saying money, is the one thing that companies and organizations are going to want. And you have to think about it like this. It's not just Nick Merckx and his entire fan base, right? Nick Merckx's sponsors and partners, all the different deals, they too, somewhat benefit off of his Call of Duty stuff. For example, if he had to be sponsored to G Fuel, I don't know if he is, but if he had to be sponsored to that, it's to say that whatever game he is going to then advertise G Fuel on, is going to benefit that game as well. Because now G Fuel's probably going to be like, oh, okay, shit, I can't believe they did that to you on COD, because of this. Okay, we're going to pull our other partners away from COD, and all that, and don't have anything to do with Call of Duty. It's like when the whole Blizzard thing came through, some of my even brands and sponsorships and stuff were basically like, hey guys, you guys can play the game if you want, but please don't stream Overwatch or WoW or anything for the time being. That's likely to happen if that's the case, if Nick Merckx really takes it upon that and his sponsors do the exact same thing, because then it's a big middle finger towards Activision and Call of Duty. But like you said, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, it's a huge mess, but we'll keep you guys updated. And that is it from my side of the Twitch and YouTube news, unless you have something, Tommy. Anything last minute?
Nah, that's all.
Okay. All right, moving on to esports now. Tommy, anything from you?
I actually don't, because I'm just really keen to see what's going to happen after June 14th, now that they've agreed to put back the League Championship Series. Oh, yeah.
Okay. I have one thing, and it's pretty sad. So, a prominent figure in the Czech gaming scene who goes by the name of Karel Assenbrenner, or his gaming name Twistin, at the age of 19, unfortunately passed away. And it is believed that he, how do I put this PG? It is believed that he passed away due to depression. If people get what I'm saying. If not, he unalived himself, unfortunately. That's what the belief is. And he was a Valorant player for Team Vitality. A very big, well-known organization, French esports organization. And the night before he passed away, he tweeted simply "good night." And a lot of people are reading into this and saying, man, we should have seen this coming. They're taking it to mean, man, he knew what was going to happen, and this was his final tweet. He knew this would have been his final tweet, and stuff like that. So people have come out and support, talking about mental illness and everything. It's really sad. This is what Team Vitality said in a statement. We are heartbroken to share with you that our Valorant player Karel Twistin Assenbrenner passed away last night. We are deeply saddened by this devastating loss, and our first thoughts and prayers are with his family and friends in this difficult time. His friends and family and teammates are all grappling with this. It's really, 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 really sad. His teammates have come out on Twitter and they've expressed, sadness. Other players from other teams, other people who knew him, and it's made news. It's unfortunately, I stumbled upon it on someone's stream. Actually, someone was streaming, and people in his chat brought it up, and the streamer talked about it, and I was like, oh, what's going on? I don't know who this person is. Like, they're pretty much just saying rest in peace, so I didn't know what was happening. So I went to Twitter, and the first thing I saw was just rest in peace in the gaming section. I was like, damn, I didn't even have to search far to see this. It's really sad. My condolences to his friends and families and everybody who knew him and his team, and I hope they heal through this through this tough time. That is it for the esports news. Now on to the discussion. Anything for you to discuss, Tommy?
Nah, nothing yet. Obviously, at the point of time that you guys are hearing this video, this podcast, we will eventually put out the discussion with regards to the phase drama that we had, that we had spoken about in the previous episode. So be on the lookout for that.
Yeah, that was a good one. So yeah, definitely be on the lookout for that one. Now, moving on from that to the news blitz, which is usually covered by Max. And Tammy, do you have any news blitz? Quick news?
I mean, yes and no. What I can definitely say is that a lot of players from the Diablo 4 game base are basically kind of pissed off in the sense that what it seems to be is that the legendary drop rate for legendary items, of course, seems to be lower than what Diablo 3 had. So obviously putting into the whole thing about the grind of 100%. I mean, what? Into the grind of reaching a level 100 in Diablo 4 versus the reaching level 70 in Diablo 3, it's honestly, in my personal opinion, up to understanding why they would increase or decrease the loot drop rate, because obviously it's higher level, less reward, more grind. But yeah, that's just the only news split I have.
Yeah, that usually happens with these games when it comes to like loot-based games.
Facts.
Yeah, that's hopefully they fix that. Well, I just have one thing. Everybody knows renowned video game creator Hideo Kojima. For those who don't know, he's the creator of the Metal Gear Solid series and most recently Death Stranding. Well, he and PlayStation have made a documentary about him. There's a trailer out on YouTube and the documentary is going to be called Hideo Kojima Connecting Worlds, and it's going to feature people like Norman Reedus, who he's worked with on Death Stranding, Nicholas Winding Refn, who is a director, who is a friend of Hideo Kojima. It's going to feature Grimes, who's an artist, and a whole other bunch of people. So it's a joint production between Kojima Productions, Filmworks, and PlayStation Studios. So be on the lookout for that, and go check out the trailer if you're interested. Now we've reached the end of the show. Any last minute thing to say, Tom?
Bro, for any of you who follow League of Legends back in the day, there used to be a very prolific ADC in the game called Zachary Scuderi, aka Sneaky. Bruh, his new set, I'm just, yeah. It's Pride Month, and so as someone who's pansexual, yeah, I don't know. I'm yeah, heated is probably the best way to say it. But yeah, if you haven't already checked it, just go check his latest Instagram post, and yeah, NSFW. That's all for me.
All right then, ladies and gentlemen, that is all for this week. We'll catch you again next week. Be good, stay healthy, and join us again for more gaming tidbits. From Thamziri, I've been your host, Kid Kojo. See you all next time. Peace.
Peace out.